Last time on Dungeons and Dickheads. Let's see what the fuck happened. The party got back from the Little Tree Crypt where they retrieved the key that the crazy old man inside the tavern wanted, and they also got a weapon with I think 9 charges left now that does double damage to undead minions. Hooray! What was it that you guys did? You met up with all your other teammates, and then you went. Oh, you talked to the mayor. That's right. You talked to the mayor. You were like, "Yo, hey, dude, how you holding up?" And he was not holding up too well because his daughter's dead, and you did jack all to try and save her. And then you didn't return for like a full day afterwards.
I saved Juan's ass.
Okay, but that's fine. But the mayor doesn't particularly care about that. Either way, I think it was a diplomacy check, right? I think Patrick did a diplomacy check and somehow got 500 gold out of the mayor for doing jack all. And then you guys went across the street to the tavern where you talked to the old guy, and he was like, "Oh, thanks for the key." And he told you that his great whatever grandfather was part of the reasons that. He said the demon that you saw was most likely the demon that appeared 1,000 years ago, named Asmodeon, son of Asmodeus, who raised the undead and raised demons to try to bring an end to all life on the planet, and he directed you towards the elves that live in the giant tree Vivat Halal, because he thought that they would maybe know more. And so you guys set off down the path towards there, and you came across a big elven door that had a riddle on it, and sorry, not Patrick, Ganymede answered the riddle, and you guys went inside. You encountered a bunch of goblins in a room surrounding a fire, and you pretty much just pulled them all into the fire and watched them burn to death. It was a good time. You plugged the tunnel to the goblin treasure boss, and then you went into the next room, which had a bunch of animated armor. You guys were really determined to try and salvage the armor and wear it. So you tried to like.
Hayden was determined to do that.
Well, everyone agreed. Everyone was in on the plan.
Because he's a dumbass.
Everyone was in on the plan.
I kick his ass.
So like as soon as you touched the armor, it came to life and started kicking your ass, and you realized as you started to destroy the armor that you can't kill it without actually destroying the armor. And so there was no point to fighting it, and you guys ran away out of another riddle door towards the basking glow of sunlight. And you guys got outside, and you saw the great tree Vivat Halal in front of you. And at this point, everyone decided to guard the entrance to this tunnel, except for Juan de Ocho and George Costanza, who are now walking towards the tiny little village they see in front of the tree. And that's where we are. You're standing on a little dirt path, and in front of you see maybe 3 or 4 buildings, not built of the architecture that you're used to around Little Tree, but more fancifully designed. What do you want to do?
Can I go get a beer?
Yes.
Can I smoke a stogie?
No, it would kill you.
I'm gonna go get a beer.
It would kill me?
It would kill you outright. Yep, it would kill you. I'm looking at I don't know if you can hear that. That's the sound.
Alright.
It's the sound of me turning my pages of data, and it says right here, yep, you die.
Okay, I go get a beer, but I sit at the other end of the bar away from Juan.
I think he was talking more about in real life. He went to go get a beer. You guys are on a dirt path in front of the giant tree.
Okay, I put my hands in my pockets.
Oh shit! I'm already streaming the fucking the map. I shouldn't do that. All right. Well, hopefully you weren't watching the stream like I asked you to.
No, I was watching this stream.
All right. Well, you already saw it. Then I might as well unshow it. I'll show the world map. Okay.
So yeah, we're on a dirt path.
You're on a dirt path.
And there's what around us? 4 something?
Well, like in front of you, a little walk away, in front of the giant tree is 4 buildings that are not designed towards your normal architectural expectations.
Okay. I do a quick. I inspect the buildings to see if I can glean any information based on the architecture.
Okay, I think that would be a history check.
You're trying to do streetwise, right? Like figure out what building is what.
Well, you guys aren't in the town yet. I do either history or streetwise, whatever you want, whatever's higher for you.
All right, let's do a little bit of a. It doesn't matter. 8 for both.
The dice falls onto the ground. Yeah. Okay. So you recognize that they are elven buildings, but because you are not familiar around the elves, you don't know what the purpose of them are.
Nice, dude. Good job. Couldn't have figured that one out. All right, let's go into town.
You're welcome. You're welcome, dude.
I wouldn't call it a town, right? Like it's not. It's like a little settlement. I would describe it as, I guess.
All right. All right. Wait. Do I know what elves look like? Like, is that something my character knows?
Yeah, I think that's pretty common knowledge. They're slightly taller than Legolas from Harry Potter. You know him.
Well,
he
no, my
says use the
character
Force.
Just seen that movie though, right?
Well, he has, but I'll describe them anyway. They're slightly taller than humans. They have pointed ears and long, flowing, beautiful hair, and they
Are
look
they
a little bit
humanoids?
like Orlando. Yeah, they sure are.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and pop into an elven disguise.
Okay, yeah.
I'm gonna wait. Do any of them notice me?
No one. You don't see anyone. You're too far away to see human-sized people. You just see the outlines of buildings and shit. I mean, keep in mind, it's like dark. I said that the glow of sunlight came in from, but it's just very slight sunlight.
So are elves friendly toward Dragonborn?
It's a history check.
Yes. Sure.
Yeah, I mean, elves are known for their intelligence. So they're not racist against anything except for dwarfs. Dwarfs they're not going to take too kindly to, but as long as you talk calmly and you show that you aren't a threat to them, then yeah, you don't think they'll attack you on sight.
Damn, dude, I feel like if I change, they're just gonna fucking. Elves are hella smart. They're just gonna ask me weird history questions and then fucking get us. I'm not gonna change.
So you're still the halfling form, or what form are you in?
Yeah, I'll be halfling.
Okay.
No, I don't saunter. I mosey. I mosey over to the nearest building.
Okay. As you approach the village, you see the elves are lined up along the side of the dirt path, almost like standing at attention, like an army force, right, with their glaives. But you walk right through the middle of the rows of them. They don't seem to threaten you at all. And at the head of it, standing in front of the largest of the buildings, is an elf that's more highly decorated than the other elves, and you can sort of tell that he's the leader of this settlement. As you approach, he says, "Ah, I know who you are. You must be the fabled warriors, or at least you might be the fabled warriors."
Say, yo, what up?
Yeah, I say, who are you?
He says, "My name is Celeborn, leader of these elves that watch over Vivat Halal, the halls of life, the ancient tree."
So I glance at Hayden knowingly.
Who?
No, I glance at Juan knowingly, because I don't think we are the warriors. So I glance at Juan as if to say, "Hey, let's pretend we're the warriors and see what happens." So I say, "Hell yeah, we're the warriors."
Okay, you don't have to do a bluff check for that. He says, "Ah, excellent. Although that is what someone pretending to be the warriors of fabled lore would say."
Yeah, but then I say, well, wouldn't just the warriors also say that?
Yes, they would, and so that's why I'm not too worried right now.
Okay. And then I say, hey, so we're both on the same page.
Yes, it would seem that way. Why have you come to Vivat Halal?
Well, we need to do that one task that we all know that the Warriors always do. You know what I mean?
Yes, I know what you mean.
We're here for our duty.
Give us our duty. What's our duty?
Your duty as the fabled warriors would be to banish the demon lord Asmodeon, who we assume has risen again given this time of eternal twilight.
Yeah, I used to play poker with Asmodeon. He's a real dick. We'll go fuck him up.
So, what kind of supplies can what kind of resources do you have to like help us accomplish this? What can you just tell us a little bit about the town in general? Like,
Well, this is a humble town full of monks who only serve to protect Vivat Halal. We do not have weapons or armor or anything useful like that, but what we do have, I'm sure you already know about the Blade of Renewal.
Yeah, of course.
Yes, good. Well, we have.
Hey, wait, is my health full again from last time, or?
Yeah, not right now, but you could choose to take a short rest or a long rest. I think it's probably an appropriate time for a long rest before you do anything. I mean, you could tell them that you're tired.
All right. Well, this renewing blade, that we are very familiar with, is awesome. But I think we best have this discussion after a long rest. We have, solved many riddles to get here and fought many a goblin. So, do you have a place we could retire?
Ah, very well. Yes, let me show you. We have some beds you could use. And he takes you into the big building in front of you.
Hey,
and he takes you upstairs and he shows you a couple beds.
Can I make sure this guy's not fucking with us? Like,
yeah, an insight check.
I feel like he might be evil, dude. He's just like, oh yeah, hey guys, you must be the people. Like, go ahead. Yeah, I want to see if he's. What's your insight, Sam?
1.
All right, well mine's
Sam?
2. I want to see if he's up to something.
Yeah, who's Sam?
Okay, you don't get a great roll, so you don't know for sure, but he does. I mean, you haven't got the impression that he's lied about anything.
All right. I ask if how did I fully ban them?
What? Was that the question?
It says I banned them from the chat or from the channel.
Good.
Okay. Anyways, where was I? I propose that we sleep in shifts.
Okay, that's gonna take double the length to get full rest. But if you want to, sure.
What if we just do short rests? Like, what we both have our dailies, right?
Yeah, I think a short rest.
Take like a long rest amount of time.
Well, I mean, yeah. If you both short rested while watching out, it would take a full. I mean, I think the point is it doesn't matter. Like the world's in an eternal state of twilight, and giving you a long rest fully restores your health points and your healing whatever's.
Okay.
So you might as well do that.
All right. So we'll do that.
Okay. You still want to sleep in shifts?
Yeah.
Okay. Who's
down for that?
Who's sleeping first?
I'll sleep first.
All right.
You cool with it? Sam, are you there?
Yeah.
Cool with the shifts?
Yeah.
Yeah, you sleep for 6 or 7 hours while Sam watches, and nothing. A couple elves walk past and they introduce themselves and they ask if you need anything, like any food or anything like that. But no kind of assassination attempts.
Okay, now I sleep.
All right, now you sleep and Platt watches and the elves have stopped just checking on you since it was fruitless for the first couple hours. And you wake up and you're both fully rested. Although now Platt's like getting kind of tired because he just stayed awake for 6 hours keeping watch.
All right, I'm gonna try and get some eggs. Hello?
Yeah, what do you mean you want to try and get some eggs? You can't just say that and expect me to be like, you find some eggs. They were in the corner of the room.
Is there a nearby restaurant that I can partake?
No. There are elves who have been offering you food and sustenance and stuff. Maybe you could ask one of them.
I go to one of the elves and I say, "Do you have any eggs?"
And they say, well, you see, we are vegan. We
Okay.
cannot hurt any living life form, but we do have bread and greenery.
Okay, so I take some of that, or I mean, can I have some of that?
Yeah, sure. You sit down at a table downstairs and you eat your fill of bread and greens. You feel
All right, let's go. Let's go on a quest.
feel pretty hungry.
All right. Now I try and find Juan.
Yeah, he's right there. You just ate with him.
Oh, okay.
Ate
Hey,
breakfast with him.
Okay. So now it's time. It's time to go find Asmodeon.
All right, dude. So we're rested. Nothing bad happened. All right, chill.
Yeah.
That's pretty
So
dope.
can we go back and talk to the Elf King and ask him which way to go?
Celeborn. Yeah, he's sitting on his little elven throne in the same room as you, watching you eat. He says,
So-
"Oh, good. I'm glad you have eaten your fill."
Is he just watching us eat? Like he's not eating himself?
Yeah, no, he's not. He probably ate before you guys woke up or something.
Hayden, I think this food is roofied, dude.
He
This is
made us
weird.
food?
Yeah, but he's just watching us eat it, and he's not eating any.
All right, insight check the food.
Well, okay. I insight check
The food wants nothing more than to see you die a slow death. No, you can't insight check food. You can perception check it, but you already ate it, so it's kind of pointless.
Yeah, I already ate it. Okay.
Have
So
I
we go
eaten?
to.
Yeah, you both ate, but you feel fine.
All right.
So it's not roofied. We go to Celeborn and we say, "All right, which way to Asmodeon?"
And he says, "Well, do you have? I know for a fact you have not reforged the blade of renewal. I doubt you will stand a very good chance against Asmodeon without that."
Okay. True. I point taken. So where is the blade of renewal?
Oh, well, you see, after Asmodeon was defeated, it was decided that the blade was too strong for mortals to have, and so it was split up into three parts: the hilt stone, and the blade itself, and spread apart across the land.
God damn it.
Okay. Where would you recommend that we go to find the first part of this?
Well, the first part of this is right in front of you, and he raises he lifts from underneath his shirt. He pulls out an amulet with a green gemstone in it. And he says, "Yes, this is the hilt stone of vitality. This is the first part of the blade of renewal."
Say dope, and then I go get it from him.
Can we have
As you reach for it, he pulls it away and he says, "Whoa. I have no proof yet that you are the warriors of lore. I need to see that you have the potential to be great warriors."
I sigh and say, I thought you were just going to give us that thing and we'd go. Aren't there two other parts we have to get? And you're just going to slow us down? Don't you want this Asmodinger dead?
You see, the Hillstone of Vitality has great powers even without the full Blade of Renewal, and plenty of people have come here in an attempt to take it from us. We are not so easily trusting. You must prove
All right.
yourself to us, and we think we have the perfect method of proving ourselves. You see, recently, a terrible beast has entered the halls of Vivat Halal and has begun chewing away at the wood inside, the very wood inside Vivat Halal. But you see, we cannot fight it, for we are forbidden for taking life. We are the life givers, not the life takers.
How noble.
But we have no fucking problem hiring people to do it for us, so...
Sick.
So the
All right.
beast inside of Lavat Halal.
Yes,
So you want us to kill a beast that's causing you problems.
that's right.
And
So-
the vitality necklace makes us stronger.
Well, it's a hilt stone usually. I've put it inside of a necklace because it's
All right,
cool.
that wasn't. All right, does it make us stronger?
In a way, sure.
So wouldn't you rather just get this dude killed? I'm gonna go kill this thing, but I think it'll be easier if you just lend us this little rock you have that's gonna make us.
Oh, but you see, as we've experienced with the last 7 or 8 parties that came through this way trying to get the stone, you will get slain by the beast, and then we will be unable to retrieve the stone.
So how'd you retrieve it last time?
We don't fucking give it away until we see that they have proven themselves.
Okay. Let's go prove ourselves.
Maybe if you gave them the fucking stone, they wouldn't die.
Maybe. But if that is the case, they are not the true warriors of lore. The warriors of lore would have no problem taking down such a beast.
All right, well, whatever. Good thing it's us.
I don't need your stone, dude. I can just make my own stone. I pick up a stone from the ground and I say,
"You're in a house, a well-swept house."
What?
You're in a well-swept house. There are no stones.
I fetch a stone from outside.
Okay, you come back inside and you go, "Ooh, magic!" And he looks at you unenthused and he said, "Perhaps I was wrong. Perhaps you are not the warriors of lore."
Okay, let's go kill it. Let's go kill the monster.
I say, all right, you can't give us the stone. Can you give us anything to help us? Even, some tips about how to get this monster dead?
Well, I'm under the understanding that this is a heavily plated monster, but I believe that one of his plates of armor is damaged from previous expeditions. Perhaps you could try to remove or destroy that first, and that could help you in some way.
See, that's helpful. All right. Do you know which plate of armor? Like, does this monster have a tail? Do you know what it looks like?
We have only heard stories from people that came back after their whole party was murdered, and they were a little manic in the moment, but we believe it is some sort of a giant insect. You should be able to do a perception check and see which plate of armor is.
Okay,
what's a perception check?
You've lost me, King Court.
Right, do you want help or not? He says.
Yeah, okay, sure. All right, so we got to bust up a piece of armor. Anything else? Does he not like carrots or
Is he allergic to anything? Any food allergies?
Yes, shellfish.
Oh, fuck. Can we get any shellfish around here?
Nope, no shellfish.
Okay, let's just leave, Juan. This guy is not that helpful.
Let's go pillage to the ocean, get some shellfish.
It'll be worth it. No,
Is the shellfish a medium humanoid?
No. It's neither of those things.
Okay. All right. Well, I asked him if he's got anyone who wants to, help us out fighting this guy. They don't have any mercenaries or.
No, I like that idea because your teammates are too scared to come towards the Elven village. So yeah, sure. He points to a man and he says, "This is Lego land." He is a great archer, and he has been wanting to fight the beast for some time. He shall go with you.
No, this guy's gonna be a shitty AI partner. That's what I'm hearing.
Okay, well, I'm gonna play him, so it's not really AI, is it?
So he's gonna run off a cliff and die.
Okay, I gotta pee. Hold on.
No, George Costanza stands awkwardly with Legoland.
I play a diddly on my lute just to close the silence.
He taps his foot and he looks like he's enjoying it.
Oh, fuck. Then I say, "You're welcome, dude."
He doesn't.
So-
He doesn't seem like he's big into words.
So Legoland, you like the Beatles?
Also, I should mention that that Legoland is not from this colony of elves, or else he would be unable to hurt the
Okay, I was going to ask
the
that.
beast. No, he's a transfer student.
Okay.
I ask a Celebron
Celeborn. Close.
if he has any P90s.
He looks at you and raises one eyebrow and he says, P90s?
I say forget it. All right, I hand Legoland one of the acolyte daggers.
Legoland regards the dagger and sort of turns his head upwards and pulls out his own highly decorated elven dagger. And he says, I have no need for that.
I say,
Okay, yo, Juan, dude, I think we're good to go. Let's go. Let's do this. Point us in the right direction, Legoland.
Yeah, all right.
He said, sure, it's the giant fucking tree.
I approach the tree.
All right, so you leave the house.
Wait, I asked Legoland what he knows about the giant bug.
He knows that he wants to slay it.
All right, let's go.
Sorry, guys. Yeah. Okay. You leave the hut and you walk towards the tree and you see a little crevice in the tree that you could probably fit into barely and enter
One by
this tree.
one. Classic.
Yeah. Well, yeah, one by one, but it doesn't matter too much what order you go in. So I'm gonna bring you guys all in at the same time. All right. So we got George Costanza. He I assume you guys want to enter the tree.
Is this like a Deku tree situation?
Yeah, it's pretty similar.
Okay, I feel like this sound effect fits.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
You just strum the top string like above the fretboard.
Yeah, dude.
Nice.
Well,
Isn't that tight?
one day Ocho enters the tree, and then we're gonna simulate Legoland with a J. He's gonna be. Or no, that makes things confusing.
Should we be seeing this?
He's gonna be an N. Seeing what?
Like, is this on the stream yet, or?
Oh, did I not bring it up? Okay. Yeah, here we go. There we go. Tell me when you can see it. Actually, I'm curious.
I see it.
Oh yeah, see that's way fucking faster than it was before. Okay, yeah. So let me describe the tree. You've entered, and in the middle is a solid column of wood. Like the base of the tree is still intact, but it looks like something has burrowed away at the sides and the beginnings of some of the roots that go underground, so that there's like little like nooks,
Pockets.
little pockets exactly around the side. But for the most part, it's like a tunnel that goes,
Wait, what is
goes
that?
both ways.
What is that big wooden thing in the middle?
That's like the base of the tree. It's totally solid and it goes all the way up to the top of the tree.
Oh,
and in fact, the
okay.
tunnel that you're in isn't like that high. It's only like 20 feet tall.
Okay. So we got a Deku tree situation here.
I think the Deku tree was totally hollow, so not quite, but
All right. Well, so we don't see the bug.
no, not from where you're standing right now. No.
Okay, I suggest that we don't split up and we simply move in a clockwise direction and we check each pocket and
With a stealthy manner.
with a stealthy manner, yes.
Okay. Who? Legoland suggests that maybe he leads because he's an elf and his footsteps are naturally light.
Say hell yeah.
Okay, he's gonna do a stealth check. Oh, geez. Yeah, he leads, but he's not that stealthy. he appears to have lied.
Oh, shit.
So do you guys just want to go up to the first pocket at the moment?
Yeah.
Yeah, so he's just sort of like clomping around. He's not doing a great job of being stealthy, and you get to the first thing in the clockwise direction, and you see nothing at all.
Okay. Let's just go check out this.
Wait. I'd like to perception or maybe insight. See if there's any like tunneling systems going on or anything special about this pocket.
I don't think you understand insight.
Is it perception? Yeah, it's perception.
Yeah, I mean perception. All right. Yeah. You know all about this. I mean, you could see the end of the hollowed out part of the root, there doesn't appear to be anything. You do notice that it doesn't look like the wood has been. I mean, it looks like the wood's been eaten away, but not like just purely eaten. Like maybe it was softened up by something before it was torn away.
So I might have some cohorts. Okay. All right. I guess I will sneak to the next pocket since Legoland
Yeah. Good
is
call.
whiffing it hard.
What's your stealth?
2.
Okay, well you do a better job than he did, but you're not like particularly stealthy either. Where do you want to go in relation to this pocket?
I want to stay on like the side closest to where we've been and peek in.
Just just at the very entrance to the pocket.
Yeah.
Okay.
We want to just cautiously check them. Is my
Yeah, you don't see it's a similar situation to the last one. You don't see anything of interest from where you're standing right now.
all right. Let's do that again then.
All right, another stealth check. Oh boy, that's not good. Okay. Well, you lead again. You go into the next pocket.
Yep.
Okay, as you round this corner right here, you see the beast that is told of. Let me reveal him. There he is. He even though you got a bad stealth check, he doesn't seem particularly perceptive. Like he has tiny little beady eyes and basically he's a huge insect that is made out of armored segments. He has massive pincers on his face and tiny little beady eyes and little feelers too on his face. And right now he's sort of spitting like a green substance onto the wood and then sort of gnawing away at it with his pincers.
Okay. So he's got poison and pincers.
He reminds you of a certain insect you've seen before called a woodlouse, but much larger and scarier looking.
I'm Googling this.
The roly-poly is what you fucking Americans know it by.
Oh, it's a roly-poly. Okay, yeah.
All right. I'd like to perceive if any of his armor is damaged, and if so, which one?
Oh, critical success! Yeah, you see the middlemost segment appears to almost be loose, like it's coming off, like it's sort of sticking up more than the others.
All right. Is he facing us right now?
He's facing towards the middle, like he's eating away at the wood.
Okay.
So he's just a big ol' roly-poly.
Well, I mean, imagine a cooler-looking roly-poly.
So I have a feeling he's going to roll into a ball, and then we're going to have to hide in these pockets.
Ah, nice. I did not pick up on that. So
That's just game design, dude.
Maybe it's worthwhile for us to do a pincer attack and come at him from both sides. That way, if he does roll in a direction, there's an easy out in both directions. You know what I'm saying? And we could maybe, combo stealth attack his plate of weak armor.
So you said a 2-pronged attack?
Yeah.
So
one of us.
We circle back around completely?
Well, a couple people, and then one person stays here probably, or 2 people stay here.
Let's do it.
Okay, so you don't have any stealth, and Legoland sucks. Legoland's an archer.
No, I have 2 stealth.
Oh, he just got a bad stealth roll. He's stealthier than both of you. Naturally.
No, he's an AI partner, and I don't trust him. I think
he's not an AI partner. I don't know how to emphasize this. I'm playing Legoland.
What is the range on Legoland's bow? Like, could he hit him from here?
Yeah, like this, as big a tree as this is, like he because of the natural curve of the thing, like as long as he can see the beast, he can attack it.
Okay.
Also, I have a lot of pulling and pushing abilities, so like, if I go you see how he's positioned right now, where to the right there's a hole, there's a little outcropping.
I should mention it's much harder to push and pull large beasts, which this is not a medium humanoid. This is a large beast.
Oh, okay. Well, I could go in there. I could try and pull him, and then he would get stuck, and I would hide back there, and then you could hit him from the back.
Yeah, I feel it. I don't see it going well. So it's a bug. So It probably doesn't have a lot of will. Or what is your attacks against, Sam? Are they against will?
They're all against will.
All right.
Or I mean, like most of them are.
So he probably doesn't get insulted very easily, and it sounds like he has hella good armor. So we're gonna have to just fucking open it up. I say Legoland can hopefully maybe shoot him in the eye or something.
Wait, have we considered the fact that maybe this is a sentient, human-like bug creature where maybe we can try some diplomacy?
That's just
What if it was like, hello, my name is Jeffrey.
I'm just a misunderstood woodlouse.
Yeah, I mean he's just a roly-poly.
well, yeah, but he's like trying to eat this entire.
It's the
tree.
friendliest bug. Okay. So I'll go around the other side stealthily.
Okay.
And I'll try and hide in the shadows.
Okay, yeah. You do the best stealth job that people have seen so far. And I guess you're peeking out, so you can just barely see him around the corner of the center bit.
Yeah. Unless, Hayden, do you think I should go in the pocket up there?
No. I think we should you and I should both rush in from both sides.
Legoland asks, "What is it that I should do?"
I thought Legoland wasn't an AI, so I figured he could just, shoot him in the eyes. Like
well, he just wants to know, like, should he go around with Sam or should he stay with you?
I think he should stay with me because he's near a pocket, and he should be ready to move into that pocket if he starts a rolling. Maybe he should even. Nervous. Maybe he should just be in the pocket. Honestly.
Okay.
I'm nervous.
Like
that
with
I'm
line of sight of the bug.
Okay, yeah, he's just barely sticking out of the pocket. He sees the bug.
Okay. All right. So no, well, Sam, we're gonna both converge on him, and then we're gonna both have a pocket to fall into, right?
Okay.
All right. So let's do this. You want me to start it off? Yeah.
Yeah, dude. I might just start off with my freaking. Actually, no. I don't want to start off with my daily power because, like, maybe I can hit him in his soft underbelly with that later. Anyway.
Okay. Yeah. So I'm gonna run at him. I'm gonna do fuck. Damn, it would be 1d8 extra damage. Shit. Okay. All right. I'm just gonna start classic. I'll just do jarring smash, which is with my greatsword, which is +3.
What is there a specific part of the bug that you're targeting, or?
Yeah, I'm targeting the fucked up piece of armor.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So my
so strength versus AC. Okay.
Yes, my greatsword is 1d10. I don't think I have any other buffs going on.
You do no damage, but you loosen it up a little bit. And the woodlouse definitely notices, and he turns to face you, and he sort of like runs his feelers over you, and roars. He goes ah, or whatever sound a woodlouse makes.
Okay, and then it says, and the target grants combat advantage. So that's I get to roll. I get 2 rolls to see if I hit right, and I take the best one next time.
That's right.
Okay,
but that's like we're gonna say the target in this case is that piece of armor, not the whole woodlouse.
Sure. Okay. All right, go get him, Georgie.
Okay, I come in from my side.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna use my I guess all my powers are against will. So would it be better to just do like a standard attack?
I can't tell you that.
All right, I'm gonna use one of my at-will powers.
Okay. And you know the range on this too, because.
Yeah, the range is 10, and
okay, you're gonna have to move up a little bit closer then.
You might as well just move all the way up, maybe.
Yeah. I move up closer.
Like how close?
Close to the pocket.
I want to be close. Yeah.
Why don't you just wait? Can he just go in the pocket and then attack?
The pocket like above him, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I go in the pocket and then I attack. And I'm going to be attacking with. God, staggering note or cutting words? Staggering note.
Well, don't think about their push and
pull.
Oh,
it's cutting words. So I'm using cutting words. It's a 1d8 plus my charisma modifier,
Charisma
psychic
versus
damage.
will. Oh wait, what are you
My
targeting?
charisma. What am I targeting?
Yeah, what are you targeting? Like which part of him?
The weak armor.
Yeah, wait, isn't the weak armor towards the middle?
It's right in the middle.
So can I target that?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I target that.
Okay.
And I say some cutting words. I say like, "You're just a big roly-poly."
Okay. You don't get the feeling that he understands English, but you do it anyway. Let's see. Sorry. What's your charisma modifier? 5. So
5, yeah.
yeah. Somehow you insult his piece of armor, and it loosens up like about the same amount that it loosened up when one day Ocho, and now it's sort of like it's like separated on one of the sides, like it's getting a lot closer to falling off, but it's still not separated, and you don't do any damage. And and Legoland shouts, "What should I do?" He's not the brightest cookie.
Yeah, some AI partner this is.
He's not an AI partner.
Does he have a better probability of hitting his eye than he does the damage plate?
Well, just because of the way that you're standing, you kind of like, you're Sam. Not now, friend. He doesn't have a great shot on the eyes. I mean, his eyes are really small. Keep in mind, I mentioned they were like little, like beady eyes.
So he has a better shot at the armor.
Yes, 100. Yes, definitely. Sam, stop.
Oh, I thought I muted my mic.
No.
You didn't.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Just Legoland. You know, I thought you had your own will, but I guess just shoot him in the damage.
Well, he
plate.
he wants to be helpful. He doesn't know how your group operates. He just wants to know what you would like him to do. He'll do something if you don't tell him anything. But
All right. I tell him to focus the damaged armor plate, and if he gets close enough, take a shot for one of his eyes.
okay, he's not gonna get any closer. He's
Well, no. If he ends up close enough, he should.
Okay, it's not a matter of distance. It's a matter of you being in the way of his eyes, and his eyes also being really small. All right, so he aims his bow, and he misses. He misses.
He doesn't hit me though.
No, he doesn't hit you. It's not quite that bad. It's close.
All right.
It whizzes past your ear.
I tell him, Legoland, if you want to help, you could hit him next time.
He says, "Noted, you piece of shit." The woodlouse turns towards you one day, Ocho, and he sprays acid on you. Let's see if that hits.
And then you start tripping.
6. No, so he sprays the acid at you and it lands on you, but you're too willful.
Too buff as.
Oh no, sorry, you're too fortuitous, and the acid burns away some of your hair, but it doesn't affect you. It does corrode your armor like a little bit, but not much.
I look at Sam with like a fierce face, and I say, I could use a haircut anyways.
But aren't you on the other side?
Yeah, you can't see him. This is a big thing. He's right on the other side.
All right. Well, I tell the bug then.
Just I don't see Hayden's one-liner. I just don't.
Okay. All right. So my turn, right?
Yeah.
No, yeah. He just missed his acid. All right. So I'm gonna jarring smash or hold on. I have a minor action. I feel like I just want to try like yanking the armor off now that it's loosened on one or broken off on one side. Like.
Okay, yeah, so because he's not facing you, you sort of run around to his side a little bit, and let's do an athletics check on this.
I got 9.
Oh, critical failure. You, let me think. You try to rip it off, but you only end up, like, pushing it down a little bit. And it seems slightly more secure than it was before.
All right. How? I rolled a 1. Okay. Okay. Let's fucking jarring smash some shit then. So same deal as last time.
Okay. 11 plus your strength, which is 4. 15. No, Well, it loosens up the armor to the place where it was before you pushed it back down.
Okay.
Cool.
I'm sorry, I gotta go by the dice. I wish I could tell a better story than this.
Okay, wait. Can I move into the tunnel now?
You can, but since he's like pretty much facing you, he'd get an opportunity attack.
Okay, I don't do that.
Okay.
All right, get him, George.
Okay, I let loose another cutting words.
On the
And-
armor again.
Yeah. And the words I say
Juan,
are...
you forgot your combat advantage. It's too late to go back now, but you forgot it. That critical failure wouldn't have. Or no, that was your minor.
Yeah, that was my attack. I mean,
Okay.
I hit him. Yeah, my bad. Well, okay. Yeah, sorry. My bad.
The words I say
Wait,
are...
I have it again.
Yeah. What are the words you say?
I say, I've seen so many roly-polies with way longer feelers than you.
Ooh, now see that's pretty good. Yeah, the words seem to really loosen up the other side. Like Juan's loosened up his side of the armor plate, and you've loosened up your side, and it seems basically completely disconnected now, but it's still sort of like sitting on him, basically.
Right.
Okay. Now for my minor action, I try and cry it off.
Okay, so for your move action, you move up next to him, and for your minor action, you try to pry it off. What's your athletics?
Let me check that. 1. Damn it.
All right, well, you got a good enough roll. Yeah, you pull it off towards you, and his fleshy backside is revealed.
Does Sam have enough time to throw it into the pocket behind him?
Yeah, sure, if that's what he wants to do with it.
Well, I kind of want to hold it. Like, what if it comes in handy?
It's pretty big.
Okay, I'll throw it in the pocket.
Okay, you throw it behind you into the pocket, and now that pocket is sort of blocked off, like you can't really use it.
Oh, shit.
Dude, but we can bring that back as proof, and like we can maybe it's a rare material. It'll be good.
Maybe it
With the
is.
pocket. Okay, anyway. It's Legolan's turn, I think.
Oh yeah. He shouts, "What do I do?"
I shout, shoot him in the fleshy underbelly we just exposed.
Well, it's sort of his backside, but he says, "Will do," and he draws his bow and he lets it loose, and he hits him for let's do some math here. Let's get some dice going. Oh shit!
Also, Sam
Yeah.
or George, if he faces you, just fucking pocket sand him with your skeleton cocaine.
Ooh, good plan.
Yeah, he hits him in the back, and the arrow lands nicely, and he does 7 damage to the
I
woodlouse.
say, attaboy, Lego.
And the woodlouse screams as if this was the first time he's ever been hurt.
Oh, that's sad.
He's like, "Ah!"
Did the woodlouse even attack us? Like, or are we just messing him up?
No. I mean, you
We're
definitely
trying to-
started things.
So he's just a friendly woodlouse, isn't he?
I'm not saying either way. I mean, now he's trying to fuck you up for sure. Okay,
I mean, he's fucking up the tree, dude. That's not cool.
the woodlouse rolls into a ball, and he begins rolling in a counterclockwise direction. First rolling over Juan de Ocho. Let's see if he's got the reflexes to dodge out of the way. What's your reflexes? Oh, critical dodge! Juan de Ocho is so good at dodging that he dodges right back into the little nook that he's next to. In the woodlouse.
I don't get an attack on the way out.
Yeah, no, fuck it. You got a critical success, sure. Yeah, you get an opportunity attack as he rolls past. You're quick enough to get do a basic melee attack with your great sword that you've got drawn. So let's see if that lands. It doesn't land. He's rolling.
Do I
really
have
fast.
combat advantage? Does this count or no?
I think it just lasts one turn, right? Based on your description.
Well, I used jarring smash last turn. So
Oh yeah, you sure did. Okay, yeah, let's do another roll. No, that he's rolling really fast. Neither attack lands. Sorry.
Okay.
And Legoland is not quite in.
Wait, no, that was what I told Legoland to do, was to be in the pocket.
Right, but to be in vision
All right.
of the louse. Like he has to be sticking out a little bit. So he gets a slight advantage to his roll here, but he's still definitely like in roll area. But he dodges too. He dodges just a tiny little bit back into his little nook, and the woodlouse rolls pretty much. I mean, he's a fast roller, so he rolls like pretty much all the way around, and he's like right here now.
Okay. All right. So it's my turn again then?
Yep, your turn.
All right. Can I move all the way to him?
What's your move? If it's 6, yes. If it's 5, no.
My speed is 6.
Oh, okay, yeah, sure.
All right. I'm gonna go over there
Okay,
and I'm gonna Tyrant's Rage.
so he just rolled out of his ball and he's like facing you. So like you can't get to the exposed backside because like his face is right in front of you.
Oh.
You'd have to find a way like onto his back or like behind him.
All right. Yeah. I'll minor athletics onto his
Okay, that's not an athletics. That's an acrobatics.
Okay.
So you're trying to get onto his back or behind him, or where do you want to go?
Trying to get onto a motherfucker's back.
Okay, yeah. What's your athletics?
My athletics is 9. My acro is 2.
Oh, right. Okay. You jump, but you jump not onto his back. You jump past him by accident. You like slide off his back because you're not quite nimble enough, and now you're behind him.
All right. I will, and now I can attack that plate.
Yeah.
All right. So with my combat advantage, I'm going to use my daily.
Well, no, you use the combat advantage on that opportunity attack. You.
No, it grants combat advantage until the end of your next turn.
Yeah, but then you shouldn't get it on an opportunity attack. Like,
it's active? Okay. I mean, it's after I do Jarring Smash, I get combat advantage until the end of my next turn.
Yeah, but I kind of gave you the benefit of the doubt. I don't think you're supposed to have combat advantage on opportunity attacks.
Okay. All right, then without it, I use my I use my daily Tyrant's Rage, Strength versus Will.
Oh shit.
My two times my weapon plus Strength modifier, which is 4.
Strength versus will, you said?
Yes.
You are not good enough. He's too willful.
Okay, on a miss, it does half damage, and the target
Okay.
is dazed until the end of your next turn.
Nice. Sounds good. Okay. What your damage is 1d10?
Yeah.
Because normally it's 2d10, is that right?
Yeah. And then plus 2 is half my strength mod.
6 plus 2. You do 8 damage to him, and he is dazed. Or like... Yeah, I guess he's dazed. I don't know, because you hit like his back. Yeah, sure, he's dazed. Fuck it.
All right, and I am now in Berserker Fury.
Okay, which just means you gotta push things around, right?
Not exactly.
Okay. All right. Well, don't explain it to me until it comes up. All right, Sam, your turn. I mean, George, your turn.
All right, I'm gonna use my daily power, Stirring Shout.
Okay. Keep in mind, dailies are now once every 3 sessions. It's
yeah,
not
I
an
would
actual
save yours.
daily.
All right then. I'll save it. And I don't know. I guess it's facing Hayden, right? No, it's facing me.
It's facing you.
I mean, gosh, can't hide in my like hole anymore.
You could run to the next hole.
Yeah, can I try and use a cutting words, and then I'll use my move action to retreat after that to the next hole?
Yeah, what are you using cutting words on?
On, if possible, the weak spot.
You can't.
Then I'll use it right on his face.
Okay, like the middle of his face?
On his eyes, dude. Get his eyes.
On his eyes.
Okay. Sorry, what was the spell? Jarring, cutting words?
Cutting words.
Okay.
1d8 plus charisma modifier, which is 5.
10 plus your charisma, which is 15, versus his will. No. You get real close. He looks like he's considering your words for a second, but he doesn't. He doesn't seem too bothered by it.
As a secondary action, can I just whip out some skeleton powder and just throw it in his face?
Dude, you're not close to him. It'll miss.
Well, I have a lot of skeleton powder.
You can try. That's an athletics check.
Do you have a lot?
I don't know. All it says in my inventory actually is pouch of bone meal.
Yeah, it's a little coin purse, right? Like,
yeah.
I imagine it's not a lot.
I imagine it's at least a handful.
It's a handful.
Yeah,
it's
so
one
if you use
handful.
Yeah.
Yeah, so don't use it now, dude. Wait till it like rolls next to you.
All right, then I just retreat.
Okay, so you go to the nook next to you, or like the left one?
Yeah.
Okay, all right, yeah, you're inside the nook. Legoland again shouts, "What do I do? I can't see it anymore."
Can Legoland and George both fit in the nook?
Yeah, but
Alright.
George would sort of be like stuck in by Legoland.
Fuck.
It's like maybe not ideal.
All right. I don't know what. Well, if he rolled almost all the way around, so I'd tell him he should just stay there.
And do nothing.
I feel like he's weak as fuck. I mean, I don't know.
He's done half the damage so far.
Well, no, I meant weak as in like he doesn't have a lot of health. Being a ranged person.
Okay, that's an interesting.
Wait, tell him to plant a dagger, his dagger face up in the dirt.
Oh, okay. All right, yeah. He does that. He takes out his. He looks like he's not too happy about it because he clearly values this dagger a lot. But he says, "If you insist," and he puts it in the middle of the path, face up.
Perfect.
Sure. Yeah.
Perfect.
So now it's the woodlouse's turn. He turns around and faces you, Juan, and he does a pincer attack, which is versus your AC. Oh no, he sort of like gnaws on you like an old lady without teeth.
All right,
your armor
no, I don't have that anymore.
Your armor is too thick, and the woodlouse looks disappointed with himself.
Facing me again now?
Now he's facing you, yeah.
Okay. All right. So I guess I will try and acro onto his back again.
Okay.
Is that a move action or a minor action?
It's a minor action, because fuck it.
Okay.
Wait, no, that makes way more sense as a move action. Yeah, that should probably be a move action.
All right.
No, fuck it, minor. I don't care. Minor.
Okay.
Okay, what's your acrobatics again?
9.
No,
two.
Okay. Yeah, you bounce, you almost get over him, but you slide off of his face, and you where you were before. You're still in front of him.
Okay. And then I can attack and then move, right?
That's right.
Okay. I'm going to use Jarring Smash then, which is my weapon. So 1d10.
What are you targeting?
I can't see his back, right?
You can't see his
or
back.
His weak spot. All right. I'm going to go straight for the eyes then.
Okay.
1d10 plus 4.
Yeah, you hit him. 1d10 plus 4.
And then it also deals a 1d8 extra damage because I'm in Berserker's Fury.
Oh, okay. All right. Wow. Yeah, you hit him for 15 damage.
Fuck yeah.
Nice. Very nice.
All right, and then I'll scuttle into that nook nearby.
Okay. As you move away from him, he tries to attack you with his pincers again. Let's see. Yeah, and he gets you this time for 1d10 plus 2. He does 11 points of damage.
Whew. Okay. 20 health. Chilling.
And it's George's turn.
I am here.
Cool. That's perfect because it's your turn.
All right. Well, let's see. I'm way the hell over here in this nook.
You got to come distract him, dude. If you can turn him around, then I can take another shot at his back. But I just had to attack his face.
All
Wait,
right.
did he like lose any vision or anything? Because I stabbed his eyeball.
Yeah, you busted up one of his eyes and it's gone, but you sort
He's
of get the
still chilling.
feeling that maybe because he has tiny little eyes and big long feelers, like maybe he doesn't use his eyes.
All right. So are the feelers like pretty
They're going.
thick?
No, they're about rope thickness, I'd say.
All right. Cool.
But now they're like flailing around like wild, like he's sort of panicking a little bit, and he's really desperately trying to feel out what's in front of him.
Okay.
I feel bad for killing this guy.
I feel bad too for writing this guy into the game.
All right, so I go and I fuck him up.
You can get in
I can
range
try
to attack his back piece again, if you wanted to, but it would involve leaving the comfort of your nook.
I mean, I'll leave the comfort of my nook. Yeah.
Okay.
What would you think of me using Dragon Fear to make it so the target takes a -2 penalty to attack rolls, and we have combat advantage until the end of the turn?
Is that a minor or a major action? Standard action, sorry.
It's an encounter power.
Yeah, it should be standard or minor though, or free.
I'm saying like, Hayden, how do you feel about that?
Well, it's important what type of an action it is, right? What type of an action is it?
Oh, minor. Yeah, it's minor.
Okay.
So I mean, it would be once per fight. The issue is that, I guess if he rolls, then I might not be in range to attack, and that combat advantage might go to waste. But I don't really know that we can stop that, so I feel like maybe just go for it because it's once per fight, and that's
Okay.
What's the range on Dragon Fear?
Close burst.
Close burst what? Should be like I have a number after that.
5.
Close burst 5. Okay, yeah, you can hit him with that. That's a big.
So I'll use that as my minor action.
Okay. Is it like versus something or?
It says target each enemy in burst, and it says attack : strength +2 or charisma +2 versus will.
Okay, so charisma +2. Oh, critical failure. Yeah, he is not scared, and in fact, he turns around and faces you.
all right.
Now,
That's all right.
Yeah,
now,
Cool.
which means that now you can't see his exposed backplate.
but Hayden can see it, right?
That's right.
Yeah, dude. Honestly, if you want to just dip for the pocket, it might not be.
Well, he already used his move.
Oh, right.
So can I defend right
You
now?
could use your standard as another move if you didn't want to do a standard action.
Yeah, dude, I'll go back to the pocket. I'll
Okay.
try and lure him back. I'll run away, and I'll shout as I run away, drawing more attention to myself.
I love it. Okay. Legoland says, "Guys, I know that I look pretty impressive, but I've never fought. I've never been in a fight before. I've only ever fought training dummies. What do I do? I'm scared. What do I do, guys?"
Well, I can't talk to him, can I?
I mean, he's way over there.
Yeah, he's asking George at this point, basically.
I'm like, dude, come over here where I'm standing, and then maybe you can see him, and then maybe you can shoot him real quick. No, wait, no, he's not even.
No, he'll get in your way if he goes there.
Okay, so I'm saying, dude, just stay there.
Tight.
Okay, yeah, he stays there. And now it's
Wait, ask him to be creative.
okay. Yeah, I mean, you can do that if you want.
Yeah, or Sam would have to.
I ask him to be creative.
Okay, he pulls out some of his arrows from his quiver and he sticks them in the dirt right next to his dagger, like he's sort of making a line of sharp objects in front of him,
All right.
which would increase the odds of the woodlouse's fleshy spot rolling over one of them.
All right.
Yeah, how's that for AI, motherfucker?
I bet he walks off a cliff within the next 5 minutes.
The woodlouse turns into a bull and starts rolling towards you guys, but he is rolling too fast and he rolls right past George and he rolls right up next to Legoland. Let's see if he gets hit by the things that he put. No, he doesn't. And in fact, he breaks Legoland's dagger, and now he is like sort of Legoland's in a bad place. He's in a bad place, sort of stuck by this woodlouse.
All right.
All right, Juan, your turn.
So fuck. Can my minor be a move action?
No.
Okay. And I can't move all the way to him. I'm
No
guessing.
way. No way. Too
All
far.
right. Does he have any like horns or anything?
What, like the woodlouse?
Yeah.
No, he's a woodlouse.
All right.
Why? That's a weird thing to ask.
Well, because maybe I could, use my grappling hook and hook onto one of his horns and
Oh no, his back's pretty
get
smooth.
his attention.
I mean, because there's like that loose bit on his back, right? Like you could theoretically, the armor plates are no longer interlocking smoothly, so you could try to grapple one of the, like the armor plate in front of that missing armor plate.
All right. So, how about I use my move action to get over there?
Okay.
Or get in line of sight if I can.
Yeah, I reckon you can, but it's going to be a tough throw because he's so far away still.
Okay, but it would be a minor action.
No, I think this kind of a throw would be a standard. I don't know if I've made it a minor in the past, but no, this would be standard.
Okay, no, I just wasn't sure how it worked. All right, so then I will only have the minor after. Not. Okay. Yeah, let's just go for it. I want to try and grapple him and pull him and kind of get his attention off of Legoland.
All right, what's your athletics?
9.
Okay, yeah, that's a good athletics score. Yeah, you throw the grappling hook and it sinks into the soft flesh part of him, dealing.
Ho!
It's just a minor roll, dealing 2 damage, and it's now like sunk into his flesh, and you're holding the rope that's attached to this giant woodlouse.
Okay, and I have a minor action left.
Mm-hmm.
I think I can think about like sticking a dagger in the tree and then tying him to it, but I think he would just quickly break that. So,
You'll never know until you try, dog. I cast a glance of encouragement in the direction of Juan.
Okay, tell me if this...
I say, I know we've had our differences, man, but now that we're here murdering this peaceful insect, I just want to say, fuck you. Anyway.
All right, is a minor action me taking out my small hammer, hammering an acolyte dagger into the tree, base, and then tying the rope to it?
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Do you have a hammer?
Yeah, I have a small hammer in my climber's kit.
And that doesn't require any particular skills, so yeah, you do that.
Okay.
And so now he's sort of like leashed to the wood.
Is there like any sort of strength check to see how like far into the tree it is? Like,
yeah, there wasn't, but if you bring it up like that, then yeah, fuck it.
My athletics,
Yeah, let's do another athletics.
Wait, I get +2. I get +2 bonus for climbing.
Wow, it's real deep in the wood. Like it's all the way to the hilt of the dagger.
Fuck yeah! All right, cool. I yell to Legoland. That's how you fight.
He doesn't seem too comforted based on his position right now.
But I riled him up. All right. Okay, George.
George, your turn.
All right. Well, for my turn, I guess I'm just gonna go try and make an attack on the weak spot again. And that attack will be cutting words.
Okay, so you come out of your little nook.
Yep.
You poke out of the little nook. You can see the weak spot because he's facing Legoland, and you use cutting words, but it misses. Or no, I guess it doesn't miss. I guess his exposed bit of flesh is not phased by your cutting words.
Okay. And Hayden's got this guy tethered to the wall, right?
Well, yeah, by a thin piece of rope and a shitty dagger.
All right, so maybe.
Wait, where is he facing?
He's facing Legoland. He came out of his little roll and he's facing him.
So wait, the dagger's stuck in the tree and the rope is tied to the dagger. Where's the other end of the rope?
It's stuck in with a grappling hook into his fleshy bit.
Okay.
Can you do you have any swords, Sam?
Yeah, I do.
I feel like we fucked up his dagger, but maybe you should throw Legoland a sword so that he can cut off one of his feelers or something.
Okay. All right, I'll try that.
All right, that's an athletics check.
And my athletics is 1. I
Okay.
believe.
Yeah, but you got a good ass roll. So yeah, you throw it to him, and actually let's do an athletics check for him to see if he catches it. Yeah, he catches it. Cool.
Fuck yeah.
Cool. And he's a little too occupied this turn to ask you what to do. So he swings with that sword at the feelers. Let's see. Oh yeah. He does a swing that's so good that it slices both of them. Let's see how much damage it does. What type of? Let's see. You threw a short sword. 1d8.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Oh boy, yeah. He slices clean through one of the feelers, severing it, and he does some significant damage to the other one, and he does 8 damage to the guy to the louse. And I should say at this point the woodlouse seems bloodied. There's a lot of blood.
Oh.
So then it's the woodlouse's turn, and he let's see, what would he do? I mean, he's got someone cornered. I guess he would just continue to focus on that. Although you guys, yeah, no, because he just got his feelers sliced off by him too. Okay. Yeah, so he's gonna, in a fit of rage, he's gonna do a double move, and he's gonna spray acid at Legoland. Let's see if that does anything.
Probably pretty inaccurate though.
Well, I mean, look at where he is. Like he knows that he's trapped in this spot. He doesn't really have to.
All right.
But this is a move that's based on reflex, so he would have to dodge out of the way, and he doesn't. So Legoland takes he takes 8 points of damage, and there is a pool of acid in that nook now. A pool of horrible green acid. And then he follows up with a pincer attack. Oh god, which also hits for 1d10 plus.
You can't heal, can you, Sam?
Okay, well the pincer attack is
No, I'm pretty sure I can heal stuff.
It's not too enthusiastic, so he does only 3 damage with that, and in total, Legoland took 11 points of damage that turn.
He's not bloodied or anything?
No, not quite. He's almost there. He's getting there.
Okay, but he's standing in acid.
He sure is. Yeah, that can't be good for his health.
Okay.
So yeah, I could use that.
It's
your turn, so go
my
ahead.
turn. Yeah. Okay. So I could. So I'm in a berserker fury. Is there any kind of? So what if if I use aggressive lunge, but also use my berserker fury minor action at the same time to make that a really strong push?
Yeah, it sounded like that was a question, but it ended.
Is that possible?
Is that possible to do that? Yeah, it's possible to do pretty much anything.
All right, so in my Berserker's Fury, I charge towards. Oh, wait, he's roped to the wall, so it's probably not going to work out well. Never mind. Okay, so instead, he is bloodied. So I am going to. Can I get in melee range?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to use Bloodletting. One of my encounter powers.
Yeah, I know about that one because I chose it for you. That's a good one.
All right,
that's a strong attack.
2d10 plus strength mod, which is.
I need to know about the actually I think I've got it.
Armor class.
Bloodletting? No, I actually didn't write that down. Okay, so it's strength versus armor class.
Yes, it does.
And you're attacking his weak spot, right?
Yes.
Okay,
and
so
it does 2d10.
so you can tell that had you attacked any other part of him, it probably wouldn't have worked. But because he's so squishy under that weak spot, yeah, it hits 2d10
plus 7. My strength
Jesus
modifier,
Christ.
and then if the target is bloodied, it deals extra damage equal to my Constitution mod.
Okay, you got really bad rolls, so it's 2d10 plus 7. You did 11 damage.
Okay.
And yeah.
All right, and then I have a minor still, right?
Yep.
All right, I'm just gonna give a tug on the grappling hook,
Well,
or on the grappling rope,
right? Yeah. Okay.
and try and bar his attention and I don't. Can I check to see if I could pull him towards me, or that's not
Well, you're
possible
right
in my
next to him.
space? Okay, I just want to maybe see if I can create an opening for Legoland to slip out
Right.
the
You
back.
want to try and distract him. Okay. Well, let's do. We've been doing a lot of athletics checks, and in fact, you've done so many athletics checks that this is an endurance check. Do you have the strength left in you? Let's find out. What's your endurance?
My enduro is 8.
Okay, yeah, you pull on it, and the grappling hook almost comes out. Like you can see, his flesh sort of being pulled towards you a little bit from underneath the grappling hook, and in fact, you do a little bit of damage. You do 3 damage, and
yeah.
and he turns to face you.
All right. Is there okay? Sorry, George. I just turned him towards us, but
Cool.
trying to help out our boy. You don't have a sword anymore, do you?
No.
All right. What is? Can George stand next to me?
Yeah,
Like
if
at
he
the
wants
bug?
to.
Like at the bug?
Yeah, like right next. Yeah, there's just enough room.
All right. So I'm thinking, dude, you come up, you
Okay.
fucking pull my short sword out of my somewhere, wherever I'm keeping that,
His hilt.
because I have a short sword, and you fucking slash off that other antenna if he's facing us.
Yeah, that's
Make the best of it.
a pretty good idea.
Okay. I do that.
Just threw it, dude. This is sick. You just threw away your short sword. Now you're getting my short sword.
Okay, so you go right up next to him, and as a minor action, you pull Juan de Ocho's short sword from his. I should mention, Juan, you've got a scabbard on your back for your great sword, and like a little thing on your side for your short sword. So he pulls it out of there, and you make a short sword attack onto his remaining feeler. Let's see. Oh, critical failure. You swing too wide and you hit Juan de Ocho for
I knew I
bad.
couldn't have trusted you with this shit. God damn it.
I say, fuck you, dude. I'm drunk right now.
For 5. Juan de Ocho takes 5 damage.
Oh boy. All right. Okay.
Legoland. Yeah, I mean you're close enough now. He asks what to do.
Tell him to try and acro his way behind the bug, and then.
Why don't we have him acro his way onto the bug? Let's just have him ride the bug.
Well, he doesn't have any melee weapon, or no, he has the short
He's got
sword.
the short sword.
Yeah.
Okay, he should try and acro onto the bug with the intention of sliding off the back if it doesn't work out.
Like as our AI partner, he should just.
Okay,
throw himself.
so he aims towards the back of the with the weak spot. All right, let's see. He's got high acrobatics, by the way. He's an elf. He's got really high acrobatics.
Yeah, dude, I raised him.
Shit, but that's not the best roll. Yeah, he slides down the back of the bug, and he's behind him now. God damn it!
Right,
I wanted one of you guys to ride this motherfucker, but no one's getting a good roll.
Well, it would suck, right? Once he started rolling, we would just die.
Well, yeah, I guess that wouldn't be ideal. I mean, he has to roll. He has to turn into a ball first, so you would slide.
Yeah, I would
off
assume you would slide off. Yeah.
during that.
All right, can I ask the DM a question? Is a short sword or a bow and arrow attack stronger here?
What from? Oh, for him?
Yeah.
Definitely the short sword because he's in melee range.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. Then I tell him to fucking slash it up.
Okay, yeah. He attacks the weak spot. Yeah, I guess he just barely does damage. He doesn't do too much. He does 5 damage.
Is this bug pretty fucked up now?
I mean, he's still bloodied. I can't tell you anything more than that.
All right.
And it's the bug's turn. He rolls into a ball and rolls over you two. I should say you have a lower chance to dodge because you're right next to each other. There's not really a whole lot of dodging room.
Sure.
So let's see.
I might die here. Is all I'm saying.
George gets hit. Oh yeah, and Juan definitely gets hit. So let's see. That is 1d8 plus 2. George takes 3 damage. He's on the very edge of the rolling attack. Juan takes 6 damage.
Fuck.
I'm pretty alive.
I'm bloodied.
I don't know about you. You bloodied? Okay.
And he rolls like a similar distance, and he's like by the entrance now.
Wait. What happened when the rope must have?
Oh yeah. Okay, yeah, good call. Okay, so the rope is like attached right here. So when he gets around to like here, let's make a check. This isn't even a specific check. This is like a DM check just to see. Okay, yeah, he gets a pretty poor roll, and the grappling hook tears out of him. It stops him first, but it also tears out of him. Doing let's do more damage this time. Doing 4 damage.
All right.
Yep.
I feel like he's almost dead.
This bug is getting messed up.
Dude, we're just like being clever, except for you trying to kill me. Okay, so it's our turn. He's on the other side. I am bloodied as all fuck.
None of you can get in range of him this turn. I should mention.
Okay. So I have trail rations. That's not like something that heals me, is it?
No, that's food.
Okay. Fuck. All right. So I don't have any way to heal me.
You could use a standard action to spend a healing surge. I don't know if that's actually what you can do, but I'll just say that's what you can do.
Oh, okay. All right, then I will.
In fact, I know that's not what you can do, but fuck it.
All right. So I will surge for 7 then.
Okay.
Putting me back at 16.
Nice.
Dropping a surge. And then I have a minor and a standard left. So, fuck. Is it? No, I couldn't probably do that. Have anything? George has my short sword. That's fine. And I shouldn't go into the pocket closest to us because it's still got acid, right?
It's got acid in it, yeah.
Okay, I'll go to the top middle one then.
Okay. Yep.
What are we doing here? Are we gonna like plan out our next move or like?
We have to kind of wait to. I feel like I don't really know. We're gonna have to. It's the grappling hook's out of him now. I imagine he's gonna try and roll again.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Legoland can probably make it to the bottom one, and then if you want to tuck into the one with me, I can try and acro out of you next turn or over you next turn.
Okay.
Yeah, George could make it to the other one, like the top right one.
But that one is blocked.
Yeah, good point. Thank you. Yeah, no, yeah, you're fucked. Unless you share the one with Juan, which you could totally do.
Alright, I'll go do that.
And do you have any? Can you heal me at all, or maybe yourself?
Yeah, I can. I can heal you with my move, and that's called Majestic Word.
Oh wow, that's cool.
I utter words laden with pre-natural. Wait, what? I don't know. I utter words laden with inspiration, restoring my allies' stamina and making wounds seem insignificant.
I say, you pussy.
So does that just spend one of your healing surges, or how does that work?
Yeah. So the target can spend a healing surge.
Yeah. See, that's how it's actually supposed to work. That'll probably be the last time I give you guys free healing. You're supposed to have like healers in your team, which I didn't realize. I thought George couldn't heal, which was like, if that's the case, then you guys are in a bad space. So I let you spend a healing surge.
Well, this says that he can spend a healing surge.
Yeah. So he does so, and he heals 7 health, right?
Yep.
All right, sounds good. Legoland is well aware of the plan at this point, and he runs down to his little nook over there. Right? That's what you wanted.
Yeah.
Okay. The roly poly continues to roll in the direction that he was going, and he ends up right there.
Wait, can I have an aside real quick?
Yeah.
Can we like not mention Legoland to the other players, and then just one day he shows up and is hella chummy with George and Juan.
We have 5 people watching the stream right now. I don't know if hopefully no one's listening, but yeah, assuming he doesn't die, yeah, I'd be down for that. Yeah, we could make him.
I bet you he walks off a cliff within like a few minutes.
There's no cliffs in this tree.
But he's an AI partner, so he'll find one.
He's clearly
He'll
not
make
an
it
AI
happen.
partner. You've been controlling him most of the game, except for like 1 or 2 turns.
Okay. All right. So my turn. I got some health again. He's facing us, correct?
Yes. Yep.
All right. So, damn.
One eye is busted up, and both of his feelers have been. No. George missed his attack, so we still got a feeler.
Okay. So then I guess I will try and minor over George.
Okay.
Do you want acro or endurance?
Yeah. I think this is acro.
2.
Okay. Yeah. You. I mean, you don't even like jump over him. You just kind of like slide past him.
Okay. All right. Then I will approach young Beetle and I will jarring smash a motherfucker's feeler.
Okay.
Which is 1d10, 1d8 plus 4.
What? 1d? Oh, because you're in your Berserker's Rage still?
Yeah.
1d10, 1d8. Yeah, you remove that final feeler, and he seems all but defeated, but you don't get the impression like you could kill something from attacking a feeler.
Okay.
Yeah, he's like panicking. He almost seems more dangerous now because he's sort of like flailing about.
Okay. All right, then I have combat advantage until the end of next turn, and I already used my minor and my move, so I'm done.
All right. George?
Okay. Yeah, what happened?
He
I
severed
cut
the
off
last
his other
feeler.
So I would say, I don't know, I guess make an attack on his other eye. Maybe, can he... No, you couldn't do it from in there. Either that or, I don't know, don't move or something. It's up to you.
Well, I mean, couldn't I fit right there and like attack him?
Okay, he's facing us, so he said he's almost dead, but we won't be able to get the weak spot. Both of his feelers are off, so you could go for like his last eye, whatever is what I would imagine his last like front weak spot is. But
or I could run away.
Wait, no, acro over him, because Dave said he's almost dead. So if you acro over and get one shot, I'm sure it'll.
Okay, can I acro over him and try and land on him?
Yeah, you get up next to one day Ocho. You do an acrobatics check. Oh! Critical success. You do the sickest front flip you've ever seen, and as you land, you plunge one day Ocho's short sword into his back, and blood sprays everywhere, and the roly-poly goes.
So I don't get to ride it though.
And it slumps over dead. I don't know if I mentioned. I think maybe I never settled on the experience points from last time, but everyone who was in the last thing got another 250, and anyone who was involved in this got 500 XP, which for sure means that you both leveled up.
Yeah.
Which we'll cover what that means when you guys have wrapped this up, and we can choose your new abilities or whatever it is you get. I'm not even sure.
Shit.
Yeah, there's stuff to choose now. You didn't get to choose the original shit because I did that for you, but now you'll get some choices.
Oh yeah.
All right, yeah. You guys really fucked that guy up. I mean, maybe I made it too obvious with the design of the map and the fact that he was a roly-poly, but you expected that rolling attack.
Sam expected. I did not.
Yeah,
Being honest.
he sure did.
Yeah, I'm a fucking game designer.
Yeah, I think this was a pretty well designed fight because like you're supposed to hide in the little nooks, but then he's got like an acid pool attack that makes those dangerous.
And we blocked off one of the things. Like I thought it was great. Yeah, I thought it was, and I really liked like.
I was worried about blocking one off. Like that didn't really help us.
No, but we still have that armor intact. Is what I was going for there. So and I liked like pinning something into the tree and grappling.
That was badass.
And even Legoland's like trap on the ground, even if it didn't work, like I thought that was like it was all really cool. Like
I sort of designed this fight without even like I knew there were ways for you to dodge attacks, but I didn't have like a specific way for you to like kill him until you asked that guy like, what should I know? And then I was like he's got a weak armor, but like I'm sure you would have figured something else. Like you would have pulled off one of the armor things or flipped him over or
no,
something.
I mean it was like this is like definitely been my favorite fight, and I think also it helped that we had a small group that was able to just actually talk things through. But like you are either in front of or behind him, so you have to like think about that. There's lots of like I felt like this fight I almost always use my minor action and not just for dumb reasons. Like, I was trying to like do something or another, and like it always felt dire. Like I was always worried that he was gonna roll somewhere and shit. Like it was hella good.
Hell yeah. All right, yeah. So you guys, the beast is slain, and you're inside the tree.
Okay. I'd like to. I probably can't pull my dagger out of the tree.
The dagger snapped when he broke the grappling hook out of him. Like the dagger is pretty broken.
My grappling hook, all right?
Yeah, grappling hook's fine.
All right, I'm gonna pick that back up.
Okay.
And then. I'm gonna go check, or I guess I'm gonna like, what is it? Perception check the beetle, see if there's anything cool left on him.
Yeah, sure. What's your perception?
Probably bad.
0. Okay. You know that the armor pieces, like the armor pieces that are still on him, you don't think you'd be able to loosen up by But you do think that perhaps something could be done with the armor pieces, and you also think perhaps one of his pincers could be fashioned in some way to be a weapon.
All right. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and slice off one of those pincers then.
Okay. Yeah, you have a giant woodlouse's pincer.
I want a pincer.
Okay. Yeah, you also take one.
Also, what about that giant piece of armor that fell off?
What about it?
I want it.
Okay. Yeah. It doesn't fit in your bag.
Do I strap it to my back with some rope?
Yeah.
No, it's like a giant.
If that's what you want to do, yeah. Fuck it.
It's like a giant shell.
Let's do an endurance check really quick. Yeah. No, you're fine. You can carry this thing back to the little tree if you wanted to.
All right. I tell George, way to make up for your fuck up back there.
And I tell.
But in kind of a playful way, where it's like, I'm still trying to come off as like aggressive and, a little insulting, but like the shell is broken a little bit, if you will.
Okay. By this point, I'm sweaty and I'm no longer wearing a shirt, so I'm just glistening. And my bare chest is just out there, and I'm just like, yeah, not so bad yourself, dude.
All right, and I asked Legoland, what do you think of real fights?
He is crying, looking at his broken dagger, and he says, "My father is never gonna forgive me."
I say, your father will do what I tell him to do.
I tell him shit happens when you're not fighting training dummies, but you fought well.
He wipes the tears away and he says, "Thanks. You guys are really good at what you do. Personally, I think you guys are the chosen ones. I think you guys are the warriors of lore."
Fuck yeah.
That's what Legoland says?
Yeah, that's what he says.
I say, yeah, well, we are. We already said that. Okay.
All right. I just want to take a lap and check all the pockets.
Yeah, it's a tree. Sorry.
All right.
I thought about putting something in there, but it wouldn't really make sense lore-wise.
No, like rare dung or anything.
There's dung, but it's pretty standard dung.
It's common.
I take some dung.
Okay.
What are you gonna put that in? Is your belt pouch empty?
I think so. Yeah.
You just want to walk around smelling like shit.
Well, I zip it up tight. You never know when this will come in handy. What about when we get to the farm expansion? We're gonna need this to fertilize various crops.
True. All right. I'd say I got my grappling hook back. I'd say we're done here. I pat Legoland on the back and I say, let's bounce.
Okay, yeah, you exit the tree through the entrance that you came in.
We go talk to Celeborn.
Yeah, you stride into his throne room, holding the pincers above your head, and he looks aghast and he says, "So it's true, you are the warriors of lore."
I say, no shit, Sherlock.
He takes the necklace from around his head and he holds it out to you. And he says, "This is the Hiltstone of Vitality. Should you someday reforge the Blade of Renewal, it goes at the base of the Hiltstone or of the hilt, and as of right now, it is not as powerful without the rest of the blade, but it has a daily power to restore a party member to full HP."
Woohoo! A daily, okay.
But more than that, it also has general properties of life and growing, and you could attempt to use it for something more than just restoring health.
So
like
like
starting a small farm.
yeah, like it could be used on other like inanimate like plants.
He says that he's used it in the past to grow a tree sapling to a full size tree. And in fact, he says that it is the power that over the years caused Vilat Halas to grow to such a size.
So what you're saying is I didn't need to pick up that dung.
You wipe your hands on your pants, and some elven maids come and clean up the dung off the floor.
Okay.
All right, I asked him if he had
them.
You what?
Nothing.
Okay.
Never mind.
I asked him if he has any saplings and tell him that it would be useful on our warrior's journey.
He didn't until you brought it up, but yeah, he beckons for one of his servants to go and retrieve one of the saplings of Vivat Halas, and he presents it to you.
Yeah,
it's in like a little like a tiny little sack almost, like that's where the dirt is held, and there's like roots growing out of the sack, and the little sapling is poking up at the top.
Okay. I say I have the holy hammer, so George, why don't you take the vitality thing and the sapling?
Okay.
And then, dude, now we're gonna be able to go villager on this shit. Okay, you know how he can plant the tree.
Yeah.
We're just gonna plant the tree and then cut it down in the same turn.
We're gonna use trees in battle.
Yeah, it's gonna be sick. Or we're gonna use them to climb to high places. Oh my god, this is so sick.
Yeah, okay. Let me add this to my inventory right here. So I have
dude, these acolyte daggers
vitality,
have been so clutch.
I have like what's it called? Like vitality necklace.
What else did you do with an acolyte dagger? Did you do something else?
I threw one to distract the skeleton.
That's right, you totally did. Although you could have thrown a gold piece or like anything.
Yeah, I have pitons, which I think are the like nails.
Yeah. You could throw one of those
sapling. Yeah. Cool.
Yeah,
and I have a giant like roly poly like armor fragment.
Right, strapped to your back.
Okay, so nice, dude. We hauled. We're hooked up now. Okay.
Yeah.
So we got our sapling from our boy. I asked Legoland if he'd like to join us on our travels.
He says that he would, but that his father is expecting him back, and that perhaps he will see you again in the future. Wink, wink.
I tell him if he's ever trying to chug down, hit us up.
He He nods and sort of like does a little elven salute before he leaves.
I tell him I'm on Insta and to follow me.
He follows you.
All right, cool.
I tell him to check out my mixtape.
He does, and he's like, "Damn, this shit is fire, son."
Okay. All right. So I'm a little. All right. So Celebi is pretty stoked with us. I tell him, all right. So we got the damn amulet thing. How do we get the other parts of the sword?
Yeah, he says that he doesn't know for sure. The whole point of breaking the sword apart and separating it was that nobody would know where the three parts are. But he, let's see, hold on, give me a second. Oh shit. He thinks that the hilt was isn't too far from here, and he believes that it was. I don't want to give it away.
Is that the glacier?
Yeah. He doesn't know. But he thinks the hilt is close.
All right.
Not too close though.
Yeah. Sure. Okay. I ask him if he has any other cool shit to hook us up with before we go save the world.
Yeah, well, let's do a diplomacy check to see how cool this shit is. He gives you each 100 gold.
All right.
And he says, and he gives you each a healing potion. Fuck it, Jesus Christ, what do you want?
Yay!
I want shit, dude. I want hella shit.
Yeah. He gives you a healing potion that restores 12 hit points.
He gives 100 gold.
And 100 gold. That's right.
Damn, dude.
We're so rich.
Yeah, I'm swimming in it. Okay. All right. I tell him, damn, dude, this has been legit. You're welcome for killing, that innocent creature. Could we maybe see some elven hospitality before we go?
He snaps his fingers, and two well-endowed elf wenches enter the room and take your hands and lead you upstairs to the beds, which I should point out are in the same room. And now you're upstairs with these elven wenches.
I just want to talk.
Okay. Yeah, you sit down on the bed and you talk to the elven wench. Platt?
About like all my problems though.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, you do that, and she's like she's a nice girl, and
she's just nice. Okay, that's
yeah. She's not.
Is she bored?
No. You don't like. It seems like she reveals some of her problems, namely with she got back problems from having such big titties.
Okay. So we're kind of connected.
Yeah. You bond, and
I get her number.
Yeah. No, you know where she lives, and you do have a certain affection for her whenever you leave, whenever that is.
And while they're talking, I'm just
give her a name. What's her name? I can't come up with all the names. Or no, you know what? I will. Her name is Oriole.
Wait, no, it's Giselda.
No,
like
it's not. It's
it's
Oriole.
I was gonna say,
come on,
because I was just on Facebook and I saw the name Trevor. I was gonna say Trevona.
It's Oriole. Her name is Oriole.
That's better than what I got.
What about Giselda? All right,
no, that's terrible.
It's better than Trevor.
Okay. So yeah, while Sam's talking and stuff, I'm just slamming it.
Okay. All right. Let's do an endurance check.
We got Ocho of those.
First of all, let's just do an endurance check. You don't last too long, but she doesn't. I mean, she's used to it. She deals with elves, so. But you feel good. You feel satisfied.
Do you go down on her, dude?
Yeah. Do you go down on her?
Of course.
Acrobatics check. What check? 2? Yeah, you just sort of slobber on it like a dog, dude. It's embarrassing.
Damn.
Oh, no.
Sorry.
All right, well, I'm just gonna.
Well, slobbering like a dog doesn't sound so bad. Anyway.
Yeah, I'll just cut my losses and give a sincere sounding thanks.
Yeah, we'll count this as a short rest, which means your encounters are restored, and yeah.
Health is back, or
No, I
no?
don't think so. But having sex does restore you to full health.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
That's like in the rules.
Yep.
Okay, cool.
just what I needed, dude.
Well, I should have done it then for
No,
game
dude,
purposes.
no.
Well, no, your talk was exactly what it's like based around what you need. Platt needed sexual release, and
okay.
you needed a shoulder to cry on, and you got that, so you're back to full health too.
I like that it doesn't like pressure me to do a certain thing. You know,
Yep.
Nice.
it's whatever I need.
It's whatever you
All
need.
right, well, yo, I go out and I just tell Celeborn, like, you seemed kind of stiff when we came here, but like, damn, this shit's legit. We should definitely party sometime, but I think we better be on our way back to town.
He says, Godspeed, and may the vitality of Vivat Halas aid you in your journey.
Yeah.
The whole world rests upon your shoulders. You two specifically. This episode has really secured you two as the main characters. Thank you for your dedication to the game.
I slapped George on the ass really hard, like, possibly dealing damage.
I'm like, ow!
Let's do a roll. No, it doesn't deal damage.
All right, and I say, let's get out of here, you piece of shit.
I'm like, dude, want to snort some of this skeleton powder for the journey back?
As long as we still have a handful left.
We each snort a small amount.
Okay, okay. There's no reason to.
All right, cool. All right, we go back to town.
Well, no, you head back up to the tunnel entrance where the rest of the party is waiting, and I think that's a good place to stop. If anyone random is watching, thank you for watching. Goodbye. All right, there you go. We stop streaming.